Hey, howdy, hey, everybody, it is I, Bon Rye the Cyber, and welcome to another episode of Luigi's Mansion. In the last episode, so now that we spun them around, I can finally return in peace to my painting. In this episode, we are going back to the mansion in order to complete the third level of the place. We also, another thing that we did last episode is that we met with a couple of my favorite ghosts in the game, namely Madame Clairvoyant and Slim Bankshot, and now they're in our collection. Alright. I'll meet you guys up at the third floor because it's gonna take a little while, so I'll cut right to it. Alright, here we are. This is the door that our key unlocks to. Now we are on the third floor in the safari room. Dang it, forgot. Can't believe we find these guys before the originals. We'll get back to that guy once I get some ice elements. Because as you saw, he had water covering his heart, so can't actually catch him until we get ice for that. Alright, and we're back once again, this time with ice element. And I have to reactivate him again.
Oh yeah.
There we are. Alright, well, now that we finally can deal with these guys, this is a... oh man, I forget what these guys are called. I think they're called Blue Blazes, which is kind of an ironic name when you think about it. They're actually a water element version of an enemy we haven't actually seen yet for whatever reason. Blue Twirlers. Their main attack for both of them is that they slam the ground with their hands after a little while. They also have a bit more HP, but not nearly as enough as a garbage can ghost. I thought the garbage can ghost would be more annoying than this guy, but I guess he's become more annoying. I've been being saved by getting scared. Get over here. Gotcha. And there we are. So there's actually a little bit of a story with this room. Little Bo Peep lost sheep. Gotcha. So there's a little bit of a secret with this room. Back when this game was brand new, there was actually a story rolling around, and complete rumor, by the way, that there was an unused ghost that was supposed to be in the safari room. He was supposed to be an African hunter in the same vein as Van Pelt from the original Jumanji movie. And his idea was that he was gonna shoot you with his gun and try to kill Luigi so he can mount Luigi's head on his wall. This was entirely speculation and never supported by anything, so... But even back when I first heard of this game, I did believe this rumor. It was only up until a little bit later, when I started researching games more thoroughly, did I find out that this was a complete rumor. So, there we go. Not a little bit of info that shows I was very gullible as a kid, but at the same time, and how I've gotten better with that over the years. And we have the next room here. This is weird. Our boo radar is going crazy. So we are going to skip that so I can quickly get more HP, because this seems like it's going to be a while. And thankfully, our HP is right here. There we are. Topped off. I actually can't believe we're this far already. Whoa, look at that. This gives off some pretty creepy vibes.
That scaredy cat Luigi hasn't made it this far. Oh, we're so frightened. I guess it's our turn then. Alright, Booze, let's assume our real form. But first, how about giving him a little scare?
Meet the boss of Area 3, Colossus. This guy is massive, as his name kind of suggests. What you want to do is, on the unicorns, you want to use their horns to pop Colossus and then spray the booze with ice. When you do, you can suck them up and essentially it recharge. It not only means less booze for Colossus to come back from, he'll shrink to a more manageable size and even refill your ice meter. This actually gives me a decent segue into into something else. What you can do, once you beat a version of this game, you can actually play in something known as the Hidden Mansion, which is essentially a hard mode. I believe ghosts do extra damage. I forget how much exactly, but they'll do extra damage, but your poltergust will also do more damage to them. It'll suck up faster. Colossus is actually one that changes wildly between regions in the Hidden Mansion. Because in the North American version, he just acts like pretty much any other ghost. Any other ghost in terms of how you play it out. In the Hell regions, however, he changes significantly in that you can actually ride the poltergust like a car, like a little go-kart, in order to catch it. This actually becomes something really cool because it's just not usually heard of. Not so big, are you? Ow. Well, I think I'm getting a silver on him, hopefully. Alright, and he's down to 3 boos left. 2. Once Blackout is down to 1 Boo, he cannot reform himself at all. That also means that the Boo is actually the smartest it's ever been. Dang it. I am so glad that I decided to take on Blackout in a brand new episode, because otherwise it would have been very annoying. Blackout is actually one of the most frustrating bosses to beat because he just keeps... The way that the Boo's AI is, it's very hard to actually... Oh, come on! I froze it and then it disappeared. Come on. Yeah, Boo losses can actually take a while because once the Boos get down to a very small number, they can be very annoying. Not to mention they keep hitting you in the back as they just float around. Come on. Come on, he's not even charging at me. He's just floating around. Dang it. It's also really hard for me because I'm... Well, I'm probably not getting a silver. I almost always get a bronze on Blackout, mostly just because these Boos are annoying. Thankfully, there's no, like, time limit. Come on. Is Blackout really going to be the one that gives me a game over? Come on. I can't... It's really hard for me to turn. Gotcha. Finally. Haha, that took a lot less time than I thought. But hopefully that means I'm done. Yes. So that took longer than expected. Luigi, can you hear me? Oh, what a relief. That white mist interrupted your signal. You seem to have done some serious work there. Why don't you come on back to the lab? You can have dinner over while we gaze at these ghost paintings. Tonight I'll make an old family recipe. Pickled dandelions with barnacles and a diesel marinade. That doesn't sound very appetizing. Good job, Luigi. You made it back in one piece. Looks like you got a vacuum full of ghosts there. What do you say we put them through the old ghost portrificationizer? Alright. Well, speaking of my little comment on a timer, another beta version of this game was that you were originally supposed to try and capture Mario in one night. There was a timer built into the Game Boy Horror, which would be the primary screen instead of data collection, and you would have up until it times out in order to win. I can also understand why that was removed, because that would have been kind of stressful on the player to try and capture them in one night. Though it did make a pretty good standard, pretty good beta version, in a sense, where it would be shown off, if it would have been shown off at Space World, like it had been, and that would have been your timer for it stopping, which I think actually was the case when it was first released, when it was first shown to the public. We managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thanks for your help, Luigi. Now, Clairvoya, Biff Atlas, Nana, Miss Petunia, Slim Bankshot, Henry Norval, and Blackout. Yeah, every time I play this game, I always get a bronze Blackout. I never get silver or gold. More money. Pretty solid. Sweet. 47 million. Not bad. Let's save. Where will you go, Luigi? let's head back to the mansion again. We got plenty of time. So now, remember when I said to remember the thing in the flower in the boneyard? And how you should come back after beating areas 2 and 3? Well, if you did that and managed to get... If you did manage to do that and make it into a flower all the way up, it becomes this. And if you water it one more time, it grows and spits a whole ton of money. Not only that, it actually spits out one of the most expensive items in the game, a gold diamond. There are 2 of these in the game, and they're both, and if you collect both, you have 20% of the maximum total you need for the best rank. So yeah, we already shot up way further. And because we've already beaten... And because now we have more access to the mansion without worrying about ghosts, why don't we go around and water more plants? Get even more money. I'll be right back. And actually, I don't think we'll be able to do that because we actually have something more important coming up. Correctly. Yeah. All but one of these is a fake door. So yeah, if we go back to the balcony where Blacouts was, there's a ton of plants here with lots of gems, so you want to water these ones specifically. If you're not going to water plants like as heavily as this, definitely at least try to get these ones because they are worth a lot of money. It also is, well, it also finds an original item, a blood diamond. 1 in the game, and guess how much it's worth? 1 coin. No joke. 1 coin is worth 5,000 G, and that's how much 1 blood diamond is. I don't really need it. I do need you. Yay! And I'm out of water. So, time to go back and get some more. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. So you want to stay out of the center as much as possible if you're wanting to water these plants right now. You could do it after that, but it just makes it far more frustrating. Because... got the money from that, so we have only a couple of plants over here left. Gold bar, and I missed it because of that. So now we have a special event. Lightning. And I missed out on the gold bar. Criminy, what a calamity! The electricity has gone out. That lightning strike just now must have caused the blackout. I can't see anything in this blasted darkness. Ghosts will have their run of the place in the dark. Be careful, Luigi. So yes, now we have a blackout. The blackout is actually the one thing that I mentioned we could actually get some of the speedy spirits back. So, however, that also means we have to deal with a lot more standard ghosts than usual. And if you caught a hint of that earlier, there was another ghost. There was another ghost that tried to attack us when we were trying to get the golden one. If he'll show up again. No, not you, Purple Puncher. There we are. This is the blue twirler. Don't know why it's called that when it doesn't even twirl once. But yes, these are the ones that the blue blazes are based on. Contrary to what is believed, the ghosts don't actually overrun you all that much. They do pop up a lot more, but they're not so much that you can't deal with it after a little while. They will eventually run out of room, so you can just as easily deal with them then. Also, some ghosts will also show up in rooms that they hadn't previously, so... So, like, we didn't see golden ghosts or grabbers when we were here the first time. But yes, the blackout is the only time that you can catch not only some of the speedy spirits if you've ignored them before, but also there are some speedy spirits that are only active during the blackout. So we're actually going to go back around and catch them. If we can get more than 2 feet without getting freaked out. Gotcha. Of course, get that. And the mirror. Because the first one that we're catching is in Chauncey's room. Yeah, I'll want to catch these ghosts before I deal with the... Alright. So yes, if we hit the crib, Speedy Spirit. Dang it. But yes, we will want to go back and catch these because after the blackout, there is no other time to catch them. So many. Dang it. Drop my controller for a second. Catch you. Hello. You're mine. Alright. The next one is actually in Melody's room. And remember when I said that there was something hiding in her stool? Okay, that just sounds weird. Yes! There was a speedy spirit under her musician's chair. Alright, so that's number 2. And I'll meet you guys in where the next one will be. Gotcha. Alright. So. Oh, I actually forgot. There was actually a gold mouse in here. Alright, so yes. This is actually where not only another golden mouse is for the 25% chance, this is also where the next speedy spirit is. I just need to get all the furniture and silverware off first. So when I was trying to hunt on this dishwasher, yeah. That's where the speedy spirit is. I can't get it to come out, though. I don't know why. Yeah, I can't get it to come out. I don't know why. And I double checked, so it's not just... Come on. So I'm just gonna try and get the golden mouse and I'll skip right to... Oh, no! I missed it! I didn't hear the jingle. Yeah. Gotcha. Alright, so yes. That is all the speedy spirits. I've pretty much shown almost all the speedy spirits that we can reach at this point in the game. There's only 2 more, and one of them we're actually coming up on. I just want to double check on the golden mice first, so I'm gonna go do that. Alright, yeah, we're actually caught up on all the speedy spirits and golden mice. We're actually only up to 2 that we can... We're actually good on the speedy spirits for the next very brief while. And there's only 1 golden mouse that we missed. So I am actually going to go take care of that. And we're back to fighting these guys again. Alright, well, gotten all the ghosts in here from what I've seen. And... Nope. I thought we got them all. Oh well. There we are. She's right next to the chair. Gotcha. Alright, there we are. much caught up. We're gonna do one more thing before we end it off here. Not deal with temper terrors. I don't think I even finished with what I was saying about these guys. Temper terrors! Come on. Oh no, I did complete what I was saying. Yeah. So we are going back to the foyer in order to go down to the basement. Or actually, no, there's one... I'm sorry, I've been wanting to end this off now, but I just keep remembering things right at the last second. There is one ghost that we can actually catch right now, and we will never have another chance to get it again. Also, I'm just going to put these out for fences. But yes, there is a ghost that is mandatory that we have to catch here. Otherwise, we will not get another chance. And actually, I think he's mandatory, so we have to catch him now if we want to progress. E Gadd will usually tell us about him. This is Uncle Grimly. He's usually seen as that weird uncle that most by the family in the house. He's one that tries to be scary, but usually doesn't come off as such, which kind of sucks for him because it's. Oh yeah, when you're shrinking, you can shriek in a high voice. Got it. He's usually seen as that one weird uncle that most people usually only talk to on holidays. If you check his heart, nobody will find me because I'm old, cranky, and by gum, people are afraid of me. So yeah, you can't. He's just like Neville in that you can't catch him right away. He hides behind trying to scare you, but just doesn't end up working. And there we go. Caught. Alright. And with that, got a new key. And that key leads down to the basement. And if you remember correctly, that room was not locked before. So why is it locked now? Well, we'll find out in we'll find out next episode. Well, we beat Blacouts and wandered around here for a while to try and get... And wandered around here. Actually, no, we can't end it off here. I forgot. You can't end... you can't save the game with Toad unless you turn the lights back on. So now that we're all caught up, we can finally deal with it. Keys unlocks. And we see that the breaker switch is off. So now, turn it on. And I won't even deal with the boo right now because I want to end it off now. Alright, well, we defeated Blacouts, one of my least favorite ghosts in this game. And we managed to get further in Area 4 and catch a couple of speedy spirits and gold mice. In the next episode, we are going to traverse more of Area 4 and see what we can get out of it. And we will see you guys next time. Check you later.
Hey, sorry to cut in here, but this is Jay, Bonrar's editor. There are a couple things I want to touch on real quick. Firstly, while editing this video, I realized I needed to double check something regarding the Speedy Spirits, and found that he'd missed 2 of them. The information and video clips of the 2 he missed should be showing up on your screen now. Secondly, there's a cutscene involving not having enough booze for losses when you attempt to fight him, which should be what is now playing.
Good evening, Duns. I'm the mysterious power of the booze. Ah, my little simpleton, don't think you can vacuum me with your Poltergust 3000. Why? Because, idiot, I'm a mysterious power. Duh. Tell me, why can't you just be a good boy? Let us turn you into a painting. That desire, the urge of all booze to get a nice painting of a fool. That's what created me. I cannot let you come further. I despise you and your pathetic Poltergust 3000. Just give up and become a painting, will you? Since that desire is what made me, is all I can think of. There used to be 20 of us in this area, drawing on our collective strength, but our mysterious power decreases each time you catch one of us. Ordinarily, your fate would be more dire, but tonight is a full moon, and we're fairly merciful, so we'll just blast you back to the front of the mansion. Ready? Set? Move!
Thirdly, there are a few scenes that he forgot to show regarding the Blackout, which we'll be playing now. What you're supposed to do when the Blackout starts is unlock the area door, go into the telephone room, and, well, answer the phones. You'll have one of the Toads talk with you, then E Gadd will call you and tell you about Uncle Grimly and give you a hint of where to find him. As you can see, the hint is, quite frankly, rather unhelpful.
Hello? May I ask who is speaking, please? Luigi? Phew, it's me, Toad. I don't know what I would have done if a ghost had answered. Anyway, we have a terrible problem. The lightning caused a blackout all over the house. What should we do? We're really, really afraid of the dark. Isn't there a way you could turn the lights back on? Huh? No, we don't know how to turn that back on. We were hoping you know. Oh, me? But now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large breaker switch somewhere in the basement. Hello? Howdy. Hello? Oh, sorry to surprise you, boy. It's me, Professor E Gadd. Sorry for disturbing you. I know I usually contact by Game Boy Horror, but I thought I'd try this phone since you were in the room. You know that all ghosts avoid the light and hide in the dark. Listen now, there's one ghost who fled from the gallery, who only hides in the darkest places. His name is Uncle Grimly. If he's on the loose, then now may be your only chance to get him. Why don't you try looking for him before you get those lights back on? Might be wise. He's old for a ghost, but it's only made him more cautious. I do know, though, that for some reason he tends to prefer rooms with mirrors. Oh, the ghosts are starting to approach your position. Be careful, Luigi.
I hope this was helpful, and as Bonrad would say, check you later.